Everyone, this is Raymond James, the Christianpreneur, and today I just wanted to spend a few minutes just kind of share my story on the journey that God's given me and my ride to really honoring Him in the business that I have. So first, my degree and my background was actually in opera, ironically enough, and from the time I was 10 years old, I always wanted to be an opera singer, and I went to conservatory and did the whole shebang, sang a little bit in France and Italy, and then back here in the States. About 4 years ago, I was saved and became a Christian, and it's been an incredible journey since then. Worked in the non-profit, for-profit sector, both in marketing, PR, as well as in insurance. And one day when I was in Chicago, I stumbled upon this champagne bar called Pops. And before that, I had worked in fine dining during my time in college at conservatory, and learned about great wine and learned about hospitality. But champagne was something that was never really taught. And so when I heard about this champagne bar and I was there, I thought, well, I gotta go check it out. I was in Chicago. So I go in and I was mesmerized. I was transfixed by all of the amazing bottles of champagne and sparkling wine. And for me, what I just noticed was it was joy. It was just so happy. Every age group was there just celebrating life. They were just so joyful. And as a child of God, it was just something that I really resonated with. And so then anyway, I came back to California in Sacramento, where I'm based, and did all these other things. But this idea of the champagne bar just kind of stayed with me and just kept staying in my mind, kept staying through all of the different business things I was doing. And it kind of, started out where maybe I could help bring one to Sacramento, maybe I could help partner in one, maybe I could be the GM, what could I be, till eventually no, I want to open a champagne bar. And so I kept telling people about this idea, and then finally a good friend of mine who I meet with for coffee regularly, somebody that I looked up to in the business world, she said to me, Raymond James, you talk about doing fizz all the time, stop talking about it and do it. And that moment changed my life, and that's something that I would continue to tell every entrepreneur, stop talking about it and do it. So after that moment, I decided, okay, I want to do this, but does God want me to do this? That was the big question. So after that, and I decided that, okay, it's on my heart, it's my desire, I then took that to God and I discerned. And so discerning in Christianity is really where you're prayerfully asking God to give you direction and lead you in a way that you're supposed to go. So I was just praying, and I prayed for 3 months, just every day, just asking God, do you want me to go this route? Do you want me to stay in this business that I'm doing? Do you want me to do something else? What do you want me to do? And one thing that God has been super faithful in my life is shutting doors. He's done that in friendships, relationships, business. He's been very, very faithful. So after 3 months of praying and waiting and not making a move, which that's another thing I would highly encourage you to do if you're prayerfully considering and you're wanting to do a God-honoring Christianpreneur route, don't make a move, just stay in what you're doing and pray, pray, pray. Prayer is so powerful, and God will honor that prayer and give you wisdom if you seek it and ask for it. So I'm praying, I'm waiting, and then finally, after 3 months, boom, 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 He just shuts every door possible but fizz. And so I was excited because I'd been waiting, and I was like, okay, God, I got you. And so I didn't know, again, not much about champagne, but I knew how important it was to go learn and discover. And so then that night, booked a flight to go to the Champagne region of France for 3 weeks later, and I spent a month there. And all I did was knocked on doors, called, emailed, to meet with all these amazing champagne houses and champagne winemakers. And again, with my journey, God really blessed me with the ability to learn and speak French. So I have the privilege of speaking French fluently. And again, that was something I would have never done had I not studied opera. And again, just something how God really cares about our passions and make sure that we are equipped to do that. So that's my story, and now I'm very blessed that I have owned Fizz Champagne Bubbles. We're in Sacramento, California for more than a year and a half, and we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary. And really, I believe that Fizz has been successful because I know it's what's God placed on my heart, and it's what God has called me to do for His kingdom. And truly, you can honor God in almost all business sense as long as it's what He's called you to do. So again, big takeaway from this is discern, and pray. Give it to God. Find out what's on your heart and then give it to Him. And if He wills it for you, He will make it happen. So anyway, take care. Have a great day. Talk soon. Cheers.